Oh man, where am I? Where am I? Do you think I'll fit? This could be a bit tight. Ooh, okay. Well, that's good to know. I really wanted to try and head back to a base so I can do some tweaks to this boat. I need to put something below the seat, like all of the driving area needs to be lifted up by one block. Maybe need to... No! No! Hey, how's it going? I'm somewhere over here, and I want to head back to a base, so I'm going to go back to North Mire, I think. And I want to do some changes, so I want to see if I can move this hatch. I don't know if this is really a good idea, but if this hatch were a bit forwards, then you might be able to stand up and poke your head out to look around. So that's a YouTube comment suggestion. Having it back here though means that when you come in, you drop down and you're like in a walking space, which is maybe more accessible. I need to fill in the gap below the seat here, and the other thing I want to do is go through all of the below deck area and try and smooth out as much as possible, put platforms and walkways and things, try and make it so you can actually navigate around the whole below deck area. Because I want to make sure that you can fully repair this boat. There's been too many times when I've crashed it and it's just like impossible to repair because you can't get to every little corner of it. So I'm just going to head west, and if any missions pop up along the way that are like reasonably easy to do, I will divert to those. But otherwise, I'm just going to sleep and hope that I make it there. Repair transmission on Dungeness fishing boat. I think that's this one here. This crab boat. Just so happened it was the only mission on the way, and that it's also extremely close to where I was going anyway. Alrighty. What seems to be the problem? Conduct repairs. Repair transmission. So it's probably inside. First try. Easy peasy. Wait a minute. There's a whole bunch of water in here. Wait, what? What? Repaired. This is kind of interesting how the engine room is just part of the below deck. Oh, staircase. That's kind of nice. I didn't check how much money I got for that, but it was pretty easy, and I'm over here anyway, so, you know. Should I steal the boat? I don't know if I spawned here. Oh, I did. Okay. So, first thing to do, don't do that. I want to get rid of the pistol that's up there, and then move. Oh, can I do this? No, I can't do it this way. I'll have to replace some of the stretched wedges up there. It's not a big deal, I don't think. So I wanted to have another instrument panel on this side. Specifically, I wanted the locator beacon. And then, I don't know what the other thing I would need on here would be. Maybe spotlights? I'll put spotlights up here for now. But the locator beacon was important. I don't actually have any spotlights. And so about this hatch, if I move the hatch forward to like be over the seat, I don't really think I would ever use it for like popping up, or that it's actually good for that because there is this ridge here. So you'd have to get up even higher. I've also been thinking about getting rid of that and then putting a wedge along the top here. And then maybe stretch a block. Let's paint some of that wall grey so it matches up with the rest of the stuff. It should all be kind of invisible. Shouldn't really be able to see any of this stuff. Okay, like I need a floor, some kind of raised floor, which means I lose my Arctic clothing spot. If I do this, I can probably... I can probably get rid of some of this stuff, the bit below this, but I don't really want to get rid of the walking space, you know, like that's the right height. It's just this one particular area where it needs to step up a little bit. I guess I could run it all the way across. Maybe put a staircase. I don't know, that seems a bit odd. It might also be better to only have one of these wedges, like this, just one at the top. Just thinking for like how it angles itself and how much of it sticks out. And then I really need to figure out what I'm doing with this below deck area, because there's no way you can manage any of this stuff. When it breaks, it's just game over. Oh, I need to move my fins in as well. So like if I'm going to be editing stuff, yeah, you lose... lose a bit of walking space doing that. Wondering how much I like lose. Is it gonna work, or will it stop being buoyant? I hope that works. It kind of looks a bit weird, but it means it's all like within the total width. It's not gonna have to be any wider. And let's have a look at the microcontroller since I'm goofing around with this. I think the side stabilizers are okay. It's this one, the rear and front. I think instead of 50, it should be like 5. And I'll get some lights to put on the deck. I kind of like them where they're on the side, but I don't have much space for them to be on the sides because everything's wedges and silly things. Did I put the ropes? I want to connect these ropes. And then, oh man, wait a minute. I made some of these changes. Where have my changes gone? Did I have another lifeboat? No. Huh, what did I do? I made a version where I took this hose, cut these hoses out, and put them up here. And I really liked that version. That made it way easier to get them. And then I removed the 2 ropes. This is all just cover up, get rid of that. I don't know what I did with that one. So that makes it real easy to get at those hoses. And then the ropes will just spawn on the 2 rope anchors on each side. So it kind of means that there's less storage for ropes, but at the same time it means they're easier to manage. You don't really need a lot of ropes. So I guess I need a light on the front somewhere, like within this deck space. I could put one up here. You might see it from the front though. What about just in here? That's 3 lights. That can just be like a very faint white or maybe a red glow. I don't know if I've got a controller for that already. Ship nav lights. Which one is it? This one? Deck light and nav lights. So deck and nav lights. And just needs another RGB output. 3, it's probably 4. Okay, so what am I going to do about this interior and this space? How can I make this repairable? I think like a lot of this is all exterior walls. I think some of it's like not necessary, but oh man, what is all this? Heaps of this doesn't seem necessary. There's one bit here where the door connects in. I'm gonna make some red blocks. So anything that's red is like necessary, but only temporarily placed. And I'm pretty sure this one is only necessary on one side. Oh no, there's a bit here. But like the rest of this. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. So yeah, how are you gonna get down and around? Let's kind of smooth things off. If something's smooth, then it helps me know that it's like finished. I think this could probably be 1x4. I don't know if I can walk through that. I can most likely get rid of this pipe though, because this is a steam return, I think. Or it's water return, and I think on the other side it just doesn't exist. Wait, what's going on here? It's like it's wider on one side. Yeah, it is. So on the return, oh, because of the pistons. But it only needs to come... how can I do this? I guess, like, you can't go under this anyway. Like, you can't walk under that. So, coming along to there, and then piping across. Yeah, that'll work better. What is this? Nothing. What is that? What is this? Also nothing. What is that? I wonder if I can do like a wedge like this. I might even be able to put it up higher. Now that I brought these fins in, it's like almost impossible to get by there though. It might have to be that there's a hatch to get into the back area and then a hatch to get into the front area. So if I take this hatch and just get rid of those, I'll just reconnect the electricity, so don't forget about that. Like what if this hatch is your access point for all the front stuff? I can most likely take these pipes and zigzag them through the floor. I can probably actually bring them all the way back to here. Okay, so that's still symmetrical. I will put some, what is these? These are the back of the stairs, so they can be wedges. These air manifolds are just for the anti-flooding system, aka cheap as bilge pump. So they could be moved to like any of these spots where it's kind of where nothing else is going to fit, as long as it's open to something in this section, then it would work. So even they could be like down over here and you'd never know. Because I'm thinking maybe there could be like a ladder. You probably want a ladder in here. Oh, you know what? I bet, yeah. If I put the air manifold in this side, inside the fuel tank, I don't think that'll take up any fuel. I can put I can put the fluid ports in the bottom here. Get rid of them up in this segment. You really only need 2 ladders, but that gets rid of... I don't want to take up too much walking space, you know? If I put it up the front, you'll never get out, because you're just walking straight up into a wall. I think this makes a lot of sense. So you need to do repairs in the front. This is your access. probably need to pipe these a little bit differently. So there's like a platform that can go across and then maybe down. And then this hatch here will be designed so that you can come into the back. And then if I move these pipes maybe up into the roof, they don't need to be right here in your face. Kind of want to move these pumps somewhere. Like, that's going down across. Can I do it that way? I don't think there's any problem. Is there? I don't think so. Like, so I'll have to do these one at a time because they are opposites. Oh, it would be a problem. It deletes the door. Damn. Damn you, door. I could move the pumps more forwards. It's just this pipe, the height that this pipe is at. If it were down a bit, then you get a smooth walkway that I can pipe across and then flatten out. I take this pivot and place it down and cover that up. The problem is you don't want to cover things up, right? If I cover stuff up, I'll never be able to repair anything because it'll all be covered up. I should try and connect the locator beacon. This one's kind of screwy. You have to come out and go back in, so it's probably going to need like a 1x4 at least. But I also need to connect the spotlights, so it's going to need an even bigger microcontroller for that. Let's just start with a 2x3. And I also need a buzzer to get the beeping sound. Good thing there's a lot of space back here. So I've seen a lot of people have problems with these beeps and locator beacon. Basically, you can't use anything before I think it's up to here. So bullhorn 2 and backwards. I think they just don't work. But high-low, I think that's one of the new sounds. So all the new sounds will work. So what you want to do is get one of these ones, horns. Train bells will work, but they're a bit longer audio files. All these klaxons and stuff will work as well, but they go on forever and you need that short beep. So if you get a horn and then pitch it, maybe like 170. That's a good beeping sound. Connect some electricity to that. Buzzer, this will be the buzzer and spotlight. Locator, beacon, and spotlight. Spotlight, sir? Locator and spotlights. I don't know if I want more than one spotlight. Locator pulse, because you need to convert that into a instrument panel composite output. Then you need a locator beacon on. So when you push number 2, I think it was, it'll turn the beacon on. And then you want to receive the pulse and send that across. Wait, I'm going to have to change the channels. Change the channels? Yeah, I'm going to have to change the channels. Let's make it, what is it, 2? So maybe 3. So this one goes up to here. Then we come back out of it down into there. Then we have the beacon on, which goes up to the active on the beacon. And then we have transponder pulse, which comes back into there. And so what I've done is I'm connecting it into the light. So 1 for spotlights and 1, and that will just chain itself back through. And then 2 for locator beacon, but then the indicator will be on 3. Because usually I'm doing, where is it? Usually I just do this with these like switches and indicators. So the composite signal is coming out of the instrument panel and then back into the instrument panel. So the switch is directly controlling if that indicator is on. But here I'm going to flip the switch, and then the light is going to flash every time it pulses, and it's going to beep every time it pulses. So to make it beep, you just take this pulse and connect it directly into the buzzer. So that's why I had to make it a different channel on this one. And then what I'll also have to do on that controller, this will have to go like that. So the output or the input here goes back into the chain, and then this goes into the instrument panel, and then this comes out of the instrument panel. So it's still a chain. And that'll let the spotlights work correctly. So I'm here, might as well put some spotlights on. I feel like on a lifeboat, you would want your spotlights just all over the place. They wouldn't be used for searching for survivors because it's not a rescue boat. This is just a like, things have gone wrong, get onto this boat now. So these would probably just be all over it, facing in every direction. But they look so goofy. What if I have two on the roof and then pivot them out to the sides? What's directly below this? Oh no, this is going to be difficult. I think it's this one. Yeah, okay. Straight down. What's this block here? Oh, it's a wedge. Damn you. Damn you. Oh, actually, I can use this one, I think. Robotic. It's a bit screwy, but it's like there is no space up the top for what I want to do. So if I bring it down, and then obviously it won't work on the other side. I think it's that one. Oh, no. Is that... Okay, so I think I just need a block there. Yep, okay. Remember, don't delete this pivot. This pivot is doing stuff. So now I need to take this and get out of the boat somehow. So it's the bottom one that's rotating. This is gonna be rough on the other side. There's so much space over here. Oh, did it actually make it? Nope, it didn't. So this is the same color as this pivot, and then this one over here is green. We're just gonna... Ugh. You'll never know. And then I will need to get rid of both of these. Both of these. I need to come up here and then go across. Across. And then get my spotlight. Place that in there. Get rid of all this junk. Get rid of that. And then put in this. So we need a spotlights on. Number output spotlight rotation. And I want another one, but I don't know where my nodes are. It should be okay if I just make it a little bit longer. I want a composite output spotlight tilt. I'm thinking it needs to be tilted down a little bit. So these are just like constant numbers. We can grab one of these and go number 1. And that is the spotlights. When you flick this one switch, it's going to chain through here and turn on the indicator, and it's going to go up here and turn on the spotlights. Get a constant number and probably go 0.5 is probably what's going to visually look the nicest. And then we need a little doohickey here. And then I don't know how this works. Spotlight tilt. Value 1 pivot X. That is not how it is how it works. So I need to send that on channel 2. Channel 2. Rotation goes into these pivots. And then on off goes up to the spotlights. Whew. Did they move? Oh, there's no electricity, that'll be why. Didn't I connect all this stuff? Oh man. This game hurts my feelings. They are tilted the wrong way, and it looks like the boat's rotating, so something's clipping something else. It'd be one of those spotlights hitting some other instrument. I may not even be able to do this. Like negative 0.25. Yeah, it's twisting. Wait, no, there. It could be the wind sensor. I think it's the wind sensor. Wait, it was correct then? Oh no, that's the wrong one, that's why. This one, negative. It might still be having issues where it is though, because it's right next to the wind sensor. I reckon if that wind sensor spins around, oh yeah, it totally is. It's not doing it. Damn. Damn. That's what I wanted though. See, that one looks real cool. Just being like in line with the corner of the roof. This one's all... Ugh. I guess I can move them forwards and in, but then it's... I'd have to move them like basically to the center to avoid the wind sensor. I might as well move the wind sensor. Where can I put this? Maybe there, that should be enough for it to spin around. It's like in line with the antennas now, so maybe that's okay. Wait, it's still doing it. Far out. I wonder how big is the wind sensor's hitbox? Is it 3? What? Oh no, it's not even the wind sensor then. It'll be some stupid thing I left connected. Damn. Don't be stupid, it makes things heaps easier. Yeah, that's better. So it was actually blocks like inside. So when I turn on this, that's on. The light won't turn on because we're not detecting anything. And then if I press this one, they're tilting down a little bit. Can I do like photo mode? Photo mode, override the time of day. That's actually probably not bad because they're facing off to the side. And now I need to put in a nice big XML'd blob in the roof. Probably 7 by 3. Did it the wrong way. There you go. And then I've got one spot in there if I want to add anything extra. So let's take her for a spin. I think most of my fuel is in this boat now. I think I need to bring... Something needs to happen there. See how it's not quite right. Maybe I need to... Oh, I see what it's doing. Oh dear. It's actually hitting the floor, that's why it's not tilting all the way down. So this part of the floor should probably be a wedge. And then maybe same for here, just use a wedge to kind of cover that up. I think that will let it go pivot down. It'll let it pivot right down. Yep. Yep, that's so much nicer. So something's gone wrong and I've lost a display. At least it wasn't connected to anything though. So click, 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 deck lights. Deck lights are on as well. Spotlights, locator. Oh, my spotlights indicator isn't on. I remember that the PID for controlling the pitch has been changed from 50 to 5. You can see it's not really, it's not pitching up and down anymore like it used to. But it is very calm at the moment, so I'm not sure how it's going to respond when we get into bad weather. I think the roll stabilizer is probably okay. It's heavily embedded now, but yeah, it's working fine. Brinkfield. Isn't Brinkfield really close? Yeah, close enough. Let's go to Brinkfield. I'm kind of already heading there. It's I should be able to see it actually, shouldn't I? Northwest. What's that? I want to see what the angle on the spotlights is when it's dark. But if you have the spotlights on and you're outside, yeah, that's really good. I was worried that you'd get blinded, but since they're so high up and pointing so far off to the side, there's no spotlights like glowing onto the deck anywhere. And then look at this. This is so much easier to get. Come on, let me put this away. Why do I have another welder? It's still a little tricky to get, I guess, because the gap here is now so small. But you don't have to crouch anymore, so that's nice. And yeah, just having the ropes connected directly on here makes so much more sense. It'd be good if I could get another rope anchor in here, but then it's like, it wouldn't work without expanding the width of the bow. That's it. That pitch stabilizer is working a lot better now, eh? So I had a few people test it, I guess. Or I had comments and people saying I needed to reduce it. All different methods of reducing it as well. But the overall theme was that 50 became 5 and everyone was kind of happy by that. So, yeah, does the trick. Thanks for your help, you guys. Ooh. Need to slow down a bit. Oh no, I'm gonna crash. The game's lagging so much. What happened to that welder I had back here? There's a fire somewhere. Oh, I'm on fire now. Wasn't there a way to like get up here? No. I really should have finished making it accessible. It looks like a big fire. Oh no, that looks like a really big fire. Where are you, fire? No, don't hop out. Come on. Okay, I think the fire's out. Let's get back to welding. I don't think the engine's going anymore. I think it maybe is just the flywheels spinning those pistons around. Which is bad, a very bad sign. I think I've repaired everything. The problem is that all the water inside the boiler falls out when some of the pipes break. When basically any of the pipes break in that system. So like none of my backlights are on. None of my electricity is working. Where do you think the last autosave was? This appears to be very far back. Okay. What I need is, I think I need like a backup fuel tank and a desalinator. Or maybe a couple of desalinators. I could chuck that in on this side. So the water into the boiler is here. So that might work out quite well, actually. Work. I'm looking for a pump. I want a pump to pump in water. Pump to pump in water, and then it'll have to go into a couple of different desalinators because I've heard they are crap. What is this here? Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Move that. Move that? Maybe I shouldn't move that. I want to go like from here up and then back down into this pipe. How much are these? 400. It's not too bad. Guess they probably have an in and an out though. Out. Okay. So how shall I organize these? I could put them up in the back here. That'd be a really good place, actually. That would be I mean, that's a really good place to put anything that I need to move. I'll probably end up finding a place for all these microcontrollers. So what I might just do is create the system and then I'll just move it later. I'm a big fan of giving myself problems for future me. Me right now, don't want to deal with it. Future me, not going to be happy. But, you know, screw them. Okay, so it goes, pumps up through 3 desalinators, which is still, I don't know if that's going to be an excellent amount. Then it's going to go out, and then I'm going to have a tank. I'm going to have a backup tank. Will this fit? Will it fit in any orientation? Here would be really good. Oh yeah, okay. Change this to freshwater. Isn't that just meant to be? I guess I need like a button to turn that on. I'm just going to connect it there. A button to turn it on though. I'm just going to use a button because I'm lazy. Yeah. So now when I crash, I can weld everything up. There'll be no more water in the system, but then I can turn this pump on. It'll pump seawater in, force it through 3 desalinators. They'll go into my reserve tank, which actually, crap. What I want is valve, a manual valve. Bugger. I can just go like that. Because I think when you start boiling water anyway in the boiler, you're turning the volume of the boiler's fill level. You're lowering it, right? Because you're taking some of it and turning it into steam. And essentially you're permanently turning it into steam. So by having just a heater tank here, it's going to replenish that small amount that gets turned into steam. Because there's always going to be something in the system that's steam and not water. This is such a mess. This boat is such a mess. If I can find a way to fix it up, like make it real nice to walk around in, then then I'll do that. I'll do that. What is this? What is that? I don't know. Okay, better save this. Well, I'm getting real sick of the lag. Space DLC should be out in 2 days, I think, from when I recorded this. And that will be the start point for a new save file. So I might fix this boat up in creative so that I don't have to deal with the lag for another couple of days. There's only a few small things that need to change on this boat before it's, I would say, fully usable. Still missing things like a radar, which would be really nice, but I'm a bit stupid and don't know how to do those. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.